Good morning, my name is Ben Victorica, and I work for Notable Solutions, and today I've created a video on mobile referrals. This is where a hospital, a specialized hospital, could use and leverage the NSI technology to create a referral system for their referring doctors, allowing the doctors to use their tablets or smartphones to gather patient information, including images, and submit them directly into the hospital's electronic health record or document management system. So today I'm going to cover how the doctors can use their own devices to provide information and fill out the forms that the hospital already has, route that metadata and patient information and images securely to the hospital electronic health record or document management system, and to start with something right out of the gate and build it over time into an enterprise-wide scalable solution. This is using the NSI technology. It's a platform which provides a secure information exchange where on the left-hand side we have capture points, capturing paper from copiers, capturing electronic files, capturing information from tablets or smartphones or print streams, and routing that information securely to the customer's intended destination, whether it's an electronic health record, a fax server, a mail server, out to printers, etc. But today we're going to focus on smartphones and tablets and how that information can be routed. The NSI mobile app works on any Apple product based on the iOS platform or any Android platform product. So any brand that is Android, Kindle, Samsung Galaxy, anything that's an Android platform. And it's a platform here, so very easy for the doctor to use. And if the doctor doesn't have a mobile device, or maybe they're just at their office, using their same credentials to log in, they can log in via the internet. So from their laptop or PC, they can log in using something called web capture. It'd be the same experience, but they'd already have to have the existing file. So with the NSI mobile app, there's a lot of features associated with it, and I'm going to go through many of them, that allows us to capture information, either text information, drop-down list information, database information, signature capture, reading barcodes, geolocation, and routing that securely. And using the hospital's existing forms, which you see here on the right, we can create an interview-style survey of information. There'd be a question and answer. The answers can be free-form fields or pick list fields or database calls. Once that information is gathered and submitted securely to the hospital NSI server, we can write that information onto the existing forms that the hospital has. So including the signature capture that they would capture from the iPad, all the information, so we're filling out the hospital's existing form. We make it easy, and we know a lot of information already. We know the authenticated user, so we can map that into the form. The user's camera now becomes their personal scanner. So they could take pictures of identification, take pictures of patient health information, or just gather a picture maybe of other documentation. The NSI mobile app provides geolocation, physical address and coordinates, provides time and date stamping, provides bidirectional database integration, so they could put in a patient ID and bring back values from that patient. We have signature and note boxes for free-form gathering of information. We can read barcodes, and when it's time to route the information, it can be done using HL7 integration, so we can write a CDA-compliant file, XML HL7 file, that can be used to route to an electronic health record. So let's go through an example. Elena is a pediatrician in South America, and she needs to provide information and fill out some forms that the hospital is asking for, and she needs to provide some photographic images. Using the NSI mobile app, the hospital created a survey that then writes that information into their existing forms. So there's no form design required because we use the existing forms and we write that information onto the forms. So it's very simple for Elena to use. She can select registration, maybe telehealth consultation. She follows some prompts. She submits that, or she selects add files and she can take pictures of other documentation about the patient's history, or images about the patient's condition, or even photo ID and identification information. Just by selecting add files, she can invoke the camera and take pictures and submit them. But let's say she submits that information. You see we have a forms overlay process component that we can take that metadata and write it directly onto the form. So here's the way it would work. The information is filled out. It's sent securely to an AutoStore server that's in the hospital data center. The information is overlaid onto a form, so now we have the form ready, and we can put a copy of that into a file share or into a document management system. The other pieces of metadata we could write into a database, and that database could be any hospital database, just making an ODBC connection. So now the hospital has a full audit trail of when things happened and all of the information, in addition to the form itself that we fill out. At that point, we can park the metadata and the form into an electronic health record or document management system for permanent repository. And at the same time, we could have asked the patient and the doctor for their email addresses, and we can send them copies of those filled out forms directly to their email addresses. So that would kind of complete that cycle. And you have the completed form. Let's say that Elena needs to gather additional information. So before I go there, here's the audit trail. Let's say Elena needs to gather some pictures and include that in her assessment or her physical assessment of the patient. She can use her NSI mobile app. I'm just going to show here that if she knew the patient ID and it was an existing patient in the hospital system, it could be a bidirectional database call and bring back the patient's name. She can put in a description of what the issue may be. She can draw her signature or the patient's signature and add files, take a picture with her camera, and then now we have additional capabilities here where not only are we filling in the text information, we can add pictures to a form. So just wanted to expand on the capabilities of how this can be routed even into a Windows folder structure for the patient or into a document management system or electronic health record. Earlier I was talking about how if Elena was not on her mobile device or didn't have a mobile device but she was at her office, she could log in using web capture. So it's a browser-based application. She would simply follow the link that the hospital has given her. She authenticates into the app here using her credentials, and the same workflow that she had on her mobile device, she also has it on her desktop. So another way for her to upload patient records she may already have into the specialized hospital document management system or electronic health record. So these forms, this technology allows for a rapid deployment of technology. The NSI platform is already built, minimizes or eliminates paper forms, simplifies the document submission process, especially from referrals, cuts down on costs, increases revenue for the hospital, provides technology, frees up time to focus on patient care, and overall improves operational efficiency. We look forward to talking to you more about these applications. Please contact us at your earliest convenience. Again, my name is Ben Victorica with Notable Solutions.